Hello YouTubers and MTG fans, I hope you're having a great day and welcome to the second part of the Deck Builder's Toolkit of Kaladesh that I opened in the previous video, and in this video we're going to build some decks out of it and see what we can build. But before I start, I would like to say something about something I noticed, because that's kind of weird. So for those of you who don't know, those are packs of free cards you get out of shops where they are supposed to demo the game and then give you one of those so you can go home and play with a friend. So inside those, and by the way, those are for another video, so I'm not going to open them. I'm just gonna show what I noticed, because that's weird. So inside of those there are two 30 deck colored cards, right? So look at the rares. Everything inside those boxes are the same, right? So this one is white and this one is black, and the rare inside the deck builder's kit is the same with the box. That's weird, right? The black is the same. Of course the red one is the same, and yeah, I have this open, so the green one is the same. What a coincidence. Unfortunately I don't have a blue one, but I bet that's the same too, so whatever. I just don't like the fact that people pay for a box like that and they're putting the same rares as they put in something they give for free. So yeah, anyway, moving on to deck building. So if you get one of those boxes of any set, doesn't matter, you should do what I did over here, and that is to divide every land by its color, put in a stack every double color lands, divide every card by its color and mana cost from slower to bigger. Do the same with the colorless cards, and do the same down here with the non-creature cards, spells, enhancements, sorceries, and everything like that. So I'm going to try and build 2, maybe 3 decks, as many as I can. I think it's possible to build 5, I'm not sure, haven't tested it. But for this video I'm gonna build 2, maybe 3. So the first 2 are gonna be dual color, so I'm gonna pick black and white. And before I start, I should mention that in your deck the minimum number of cards you should have is 60. And then, as a good rule of thumb, if you are new to this game and this is your first deck you're building, and that's the reason you bought this box in the first place, right? So a good rule of thumb is to have 24 lands, 24 creatures, and 12 instant sorceries, enhancements, or whatever. So since this is a dual color one, I'm gonna take 8 black, right? I'm going to take 8 white, oh, by the way, I did add the cards of the booster box, of the booster packs over here, so it's mixed up. They were way less without those. So right, so we have 16 land cards, and we need a few of those as well. So we need those two, very handy. Let's see, can we get anything else out of here? black blue, black red. Nope, unfortunately not, even with the booster pack. So right now we have 8, 16, 18 lands, right? So 18, 20, 22, and 24 lands. Alright, so we are set for now for lands. And the next thing we should do is pay attention to the mana curve, because the best way to go in building a deck, especially if it's your first one, you should put at least 2 creatures that have 1 mana cost, so you will be able to play on the first turn 2, 3, 4 and so on. So we need 24 creatures, right? So we need 2, which we don't have, we only have 1, so there's 1. And then we're gonna take 3 with 2 mana cost, right? And then we're gonna take 2 with 3 mana cost and 2 with 4. So now we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 black cards with a variety of 1 and up to 4 mana cost. And we're gonna do the same with white. I would suggest, if it's your first deck, don't go that high, because you may not have the lands, you may not even get there on this turn. So at first try and avoid big mana cost creatures. So we have 1 again. 1. We're gonna get 3 of those. 2, 3, 2 of those. And 2 of those. Why not? So for the simplicity of this video, I'm not gonna get into synergy of the deck and how the cards react with one another. I'm gonna keep it simple, so you will know how to build it at first and how to test it if you don't have a friend or you're alone at home and you want to test it on the spot. And I'm gonna show you all that. Right, so we have our 8 creature cards, and now we need 12 enhancements and spells and stuff like that. So it's 6 black and 6 white. Again, that's a rule of thumb. You can have 1 black and all the rest 11 white, it doesn't matter. So we need, why not, 1 of that, 2 of those, and yeah, those as well. So we have 6 cards that are enhancements, sorceries, and enhancement. And I'm gonna do the same with white. Again, I'm not looking at what the card does, I'm only looking at the mana cost for the simplicity of the video. After you build your first deck and you do a couple of test runs, you will be able to see which card reacts with another card and what it does and if it helps you, and you will be able to determine if you shuffle your cards and get your hand 7 at your hand, You will be able to see if you get too many lands or too many creatures, or yeah, you know, and you will be able to balance it out and remove land cards and add creatures, or remove creatures, add enhancements, or you know, get a feel of your deck. So we got 4, and let's get, why not, those 2. Alright, so now we have a full deck of black and white. Those are 60 cards, enhancements, creatures, and of course lands. So how can we test this? I will show you right now. Let me get those out of the way. By the way, I could use non-color creatures and enhancements, but I didn't. You could use some of those if you wanted. Because they're non-colored, you can put them on any deck. Alright, so let's make some room over here. Alright. Alright, now we get to shuffle our cards. So when you play with another person, you shuffle your cards, and then you give your deck to the other person, to your opponent, and he cuts it, and then he gives it back to you, and you draw 7 cards. That's what you start with. Well, my shuffling isn't the best because those cards are unsleeved, so again, this is for demo purposes for this video. So right, so we have our deck, right? Our opponent cuts it, he gives it back, and we draw 7 cards. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. Alright, so what do we have? We have 3 creatures, an enhancement, another enhancement, 1 land. Right, this isn't the best hand, but since you have 1 land and it's white, you could, yeah, you can play that. You can't because you don't have something on the battlefield yet. Normally I would mulligan this, but yeah, I would, because you need at least 2 lands over here. But since we get only 1 land, that's a good opportunity to show you something. Supposedly the next 1 or 2 cards should be lands over here. This one isn't, and this one isn't, and this one isn't. Alright, well, we lost that game. That one is, right? Yeah, you need to shuffle your cards very good. Not the way I just did it, because that wasn't the best shuffling. Not the best shuffling at all. Well, let's hope I get it right this time. Yep, not the best shuffle. And having them without sleeves doesn't help much. So, okay, the opponent cuts the deck, he gives it back, and we get 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. Right, this looks better, or not. we're gonna see 3 black lands, enhancement, creature. All seems better, right? Yeah, that's a lot better. So for the first turn, yeah, we play a land, opponent plays a land, we play another land, right? And then we tap it, and we play this creature, right? By the way, I forgot to draw a card before I played. So we have a creature, a white one. So our opponent plays, we drop this one, after we untap the other lands, of course. We draw an enhancement. Okay, so we have 3 black lands now, down, right? So we can play this creature. So now we have those 2 creatures down. Oh wait, yeah, well, that's a mistake I did. I shouldn't play that because, yeah, I thought it was a creature and it's a sorcery, so yeah, whatever. Well, scratch that. I'm still learning, so 1 creature down. Yeah, now we can play that. Well, you get the point. And remember, you need to shuffle your cards very well. Not like I did here. It's not the best example of shuffling cards, but you get the point. And the point is that you shuffle them very, very well. You do what I did, you draw cards, you play them according to the turns with an imaginary opponent if you don't have a friend, and you see what you draw and what's the next card you pick up. And that's the best way to, if you are alone of course, to get a feel of your deck and balance it out. But of course the best way to balance your deck and get a feel of it is to have an opponent, to have a friend to play with and test your deck. So we have a black and white deck, and we're going to make I don't know, green red. Okay, green red, why not? So again, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 8 green, 8 red. Right, let's see what we have here for green and red. There we go. 2 of those. And that's it. 2 of those. So we have 8, 16, 20, 22, and 24 lands. Again, it would be best if you had 8 of those. That helps a lot. Oh, and I should mention that there's a limit. You can have as many lands of those as you will, right? But you can only have 4 of those types of lands. So in order to have 8, you need 4 of those and 4 with a different name, different cards. And the same goes with creatures and enhancements. You can only have up to 4 of each type. So remember that. You cannot have 12 creatures that are the same. Only 4. That's the maximum. So same thing again. 2 that have 1 mana cost, 2 that have 2, 2 that have 3, and why not? Put some small creatures there. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 green creatures. Now let's get the red. 2 of those. 2 of 2, 2 of 3, and 2 of 4. Again, for now, skip the big mana cost cards. You should only do this to get a feel of building a deck, playing with it, and everything else, how to balance it. Right, so 8 red, we're okay from creatures, and we need 6 green enhancements and sorceries, so we get, why not, 2 of those, 2 of those, and 2 of those. Again, we have 2, 4, 6 green enhancements and sorceries and all that stuff. And now we're gonna get our red. Again, 2 with 1 cost, 2 with 2 cost, mana cost, and 2 with 3 mana cost. And that's the second deck, right? So we have a black and white deck, and we have a red-green deck. Well, we can build, we could build 5 monocolor if we could, if the deck allowed, and with the help of the booster packs. We could add the non-colors, they go everywhere. We can try and make another one from any color. But the only color we didn't touch so far is blue, so I'm gonna make one of blue. And it's not gonna be monocolor, I'm gonna add those as well, the non-colors. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blue lands. And because we don't have non-color lands, we're gonna use blue, because non-color creatures and enhancements use any land. So 8, and hold on a second, let's see what we get here from blue. Although it doesn't matter because it's essentially a monocolor, but yeah. Can we get 24 lands out of here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 21, alright? 21 lands. 21, 23, and 24. Doesn't matter if this one has black and blue, we're gonna use blue. So, and the same goes for here. Alright, so we have our lands. Let's get our creatures. Again, since we don't have 2 of those, we're gonna use 1 and 3. And 2 of those, and those 2. And hold on a second. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. and 6 enhancements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why not? Let's go with that. So what we're missing? We're missing 8 creatures from the non-color ones and 6 enhancements. So let's see what we got here. I didn't check these cards so far. So we have, that's an artifact, that's not a creature. Creatures have numbers down here, like so. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 enhancements. Why not? There's our 6 enhancements. And we need 6 creatures. So let's get our 6 creatures if we can. There's, okay, that's yeah, that's good. Why not? Prevents attacks. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There you go. There you have it. So now we have 3 decks, one black and white, one green red, and one blue and mono color, which is essentially a mono blue, you can say, although it has these non-colors. And generally that's the idea of how to build a deck and how to utilize a deck builder's kit. I really hope that all of this was useful for you. If you're new to the game, welcome to the game. I'm new myself. I'm an old returning player. So as I learn, I want to give back to the community, and this is the reason I made this video and every other video I make. So if you liked it, if it was helpful for you, then subscribe, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment what you would like to see in future videos. Take care and God bless.